Now we're also live on Twitch. So to any of our Twitch viewers, welcome. Glad to have you. Welcome to the real world. If you've been here before, you already know the spiel, and you already know that I, your narrator, well, I'm underpaid and underfunded, but we have all of the best things ahead of us. All of the most intriguing bits of lore, and all of the most interesting happenings, all at our fingertips in this wonderful place, this wonderful world. Currently, our heroes are in the midst of the reckoning, the awakening of quite a terrible and fearsome creature. And of course, it wouldn't be a Diabolic Designs story if the mess hadn't been made by one of ours truly. But again, I'm just the narrator. I get paid in clout. So, instead of doing a whole retelling of this story, I'm going to let the most qualified person in this room do what they must. I will let someone do the recap.
You're not making a great case as a potential husband.
I was gonna say the invisible notes.
We already know my memory's horrible, and I'm not good at taking notes. I never even took notes in school, but I passed my test anyways.
Well, you failed this one. Who's gonna do the recap?
Unleashing
I believe
power.
Yeah, we were.
Awaking an ancient evil.
Yep. Nope. That is not where we started.
Oh.
No, it was. We ended the last one on a cliffhanger.
Oh no, we were going to start it, but then we moved to
We moved to Charmcaster hiring Slayer to kill the Khalifa.
Oop.
Khaleesi.
And my Dungeons and Dragons and Dominoes just came.
And then we moved to the vampire who proceeded to fuck everything up.
Actually, then we moved to Dream, learning a whole bunch about Jamil.
I think
you do the recap.
Yeah, I think Ben's gonna do the recap.
I try to give all y'all an opportunity.
Look, I tried. I legitimately took notes and then forgot to save them or something. I don't fucking know.
Sorry to hear that, Joe. I appreciate the effort. Okay. So we open the scene on Charmcaster hiring an assassin to assassinate the Khalifa. Some might recognize the assassin as a elf technologist who will be soon to be a PC. Then the scene moves to Dream, who dreams a little dream with Mr. Jadat III, and walks him through a circus scene of happiness with Dryan Perez. Through that, we learn that Dryan is still alive when Jadat thinks they are dead. And we go check them out. They are a Triton in some other realm, far beyond this one, another glass sphere, past Aberon, past the T1
Theros.
Thandia.
Theros.
and we learn about their relationship with Jamil, who was shipwrecked or orphaned out there, and grew up alongside Dryan, and was removed from their presence through the will of the tribe, through a portal, presumably taking him back here. Then we go to Starke, and my notes just say Starke makes a mess in the exact same place as last week's, or 2 weeks ago. Starke unleashes, takes the stake out of the heart of the ancient vampire, who turns out to be a blood leech, and goes rampaging. Drinks Stark's clone dry, and is now a swarm of bats terrorizing the town under a blood moon. Everyone retreats to the Druid Grove, where we formalize a plan, and we split the party. Ambassador and Dream go and follow up on the little threat that Ambassador had issued to the library in Al-Jaib, and we find that the rude librarian has been fired, and that a new guard is taking over post haste, and Mordekaiser is very apologetic. Gloom, Charm, Starke, and Atlantis go back to Darkhold in the current time, where the bubble is up, and seek counsel with House Matta. When presented with the information about the blood fiend, blood leech, the Queen of Matta wants Starke to cover it up, destroy the vampire, make it so it never existed, and then in council with House Curso, House Curso wants us to bring back the vampire, either as a text subject or as leverage over House Matta. And we left everyone. Ambassador and Dream are in the Magnificent Mansion bar around the corner from the library, and Gloom, Charm, Starke, and Atlantis are still in Darkhold. We also learned some stuff about Alcatars and Princes and Heirs and Bloodkin and all that kind of stuff. But we'll let that play out.
Very nice. Very well done. You already have a point of inspiration, if I remember correctly from last session. And I did let it roll over because we didn't do a lot of rolling.
I'm going to give...
Go ahead.
going to give it to Joe.
Yeah, there you go. You already knew what I was going to say.
At least someone appreciates me.
Well, I don't know if I would go that far.
Hoping to spur good behavior with note-taking.
We all know that's not going to happen, as much as I try.
Well, might as well take that might as well take that back then. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Cut it down in your grave.
Bad habits are hard to break, y'all. Learn from my mistakes, Twitch.
Okay, kids. Now, where our story picks up is actually with the ambassador and Dream herself. You are in the deeper parts of the city, though safe in your own, I should say, machinations. This magnificent bar. You can still, however, hear the commotion happening outdoors. What do y'all find yourselves doing in this time?
If we're able to hear, just for funsies, can we also see out?
You want to do like little sneak peeks out? Yeah, it's your
I
magnificent. Go ahead.
I would very much like to be sitting on a patio right now, watching the chaos.
The most I could give you is like a window, because if the bats had any way to get in, then that would be a problem for you. So I'm sure you could make windows to see outside of the structure, yes?
I'll make that compromise.
That's exactly what I was looking for, so it's not even a compromise.
Yeah, so you've created like a nice bay window with the in-cushion seating area right under the window. And you're just watching quite peacefully as citizens left and right are getting absolutely torn to shreds by these demonic vampire bats. You see a woman who's holding a baby get picked up by her feet while the bats pull the baby away from her. She screams, "My baby!" as it gets flown off, and a couple bats fight over it while another swarm of bats fight over her in midair. You can't see her anymore as they swarm her completely, and all you can see now are limbs and spurts of blood flying. When the swarm disperses, just her clothing, tattered and blood-soaked, falls to the ground. And like that, many other swarms are dive-bombing, attacking, and completely laying waste to the people of Ajaib. It's a bloodbath. But you also notice the bats aren't drinking the blood, and it seems that they aren't entirely interested in even eating these creatures. They're looking for something. It's pretty clear. But it also seems pretty clear that they're willing to destroy this entire city to find out exactly where what they want is hiding.
Dream, do you have anything that they want?
Presumably not. Or at least nothing unique. I would very much like to know what they're after. It might, my plans have certainly been ruined. I feel with this commotion, it'll be likely impossible to get counsel with Mr. Jadat, even with your Mordenkainer link. That name seems to have an awful lot of clout here.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted. What were you thinking?
I think that we go make use of this. And Gloom was speaking very highly of an artifact in the museum, not 3 blocks over. In the off chance that is what this thing is looking for, say we liberate it.
That's an interesting idea. My plan was to go to the pub, have a pint, and wait for this whole thing to blow over.
That is exactly what we're doing right now. I think long term, it would be best to let someone else handle all this. And we go visit Dryan, who is presumably not under attack by a vampire. And might be more accessible billions of light years away than the man behind those gates.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a devil in a holy city. If I set one foot outside this door, I'm gonna get blamed for all this bullshit. So I'm good where I am. Happy to go to a different dimension or like a trillion miles away, but not a whole fan of going 100 feet outside this door. Can I offer you a pint?
I swirl my glass of wine. If you dream of meat pie and honey wine tonight, that'll be most enjoyable.
Oh, it's easily done. The tavern is magnificent, but so are the invisible servants. I'm sure they can whip it up for you right now.
Oh, you missed the point. The food here does not sustain me. Does not have any value. It's food in the dreams that keep me going.
There's a thud against the window nearby you as you guys are kind of having this, not intimate, but, you know, you're actually talking to each other, which hasn't really happened between the two of you, between many people and ambassadors, and it's interrupted and almost cut short a little by a head splattering against the window, and then a torso, and then just a left foot. May slide down and leave streaks.
Well, not getting blamed for that either.
Maybe I should go before things get worse.
I just had a thought for you. I know some people in my plane. Should we get you a thrall? Someone who we can just, like, put unconscious, and then you can just harvest their dreams whenever you want. Seriously, like a snap of my finger.
No, that's okay. People dream all over the place, in this world and others.
Okay. Feels like you're becoming dependent on other people. I don't want to do that.
Makes no difference whether they're loyal, disloyal, treacherous. All people dream the same.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. If you change your mind, I'll just like set up an internship, and we'll probably have to give back the thrall like every quarter or something. But we'll get you a new one. Like I said, ball's in your court. And at that, the left foot just like slowly slides down the window, and Ambassador's going to like give it like a tap to like help it go down and slide further, just to stop obstructing the view.
Slowly slides down a little bit, leaving a bit of viscera.
Ooh, can I hold things with that?
Question. I may have answer for said question.
Lucid dream.
Okay.
Can I actually touch things? I don't think so.
In the dream realm, yes.
Not here. Okay. I might have to brave this then. Go find that artifact.
Where is
Be
Crescent right now?
In the Druid Grove.
Okay.
Hey, you should give a Charmcaster a call. This feels like it's like her jam.
How considerate of you. I'll open up the channel. Charm. Things are chaotic here. I was going to use that as an opportunity to liberate that piece you saw in the museum. On the off chance that that's what the vampire was looking for.
Stealing things? What about stealing things? I love stealing things. What?
Would you, or is your business done in Darkhold? Would you be up for?
Sure. Yeah. No, I'll be there in a minute. And you can hear her kind of pull off to the side. She doesn't completely cut the connection. Hey, I have something really important to do, so I gotta go, like, right now. I'll see you later, okay? Bye! She immediately leaves Gloombringer and the rest of them. Heartbeat. If you haven't known this already, Charmcaster is a klepto. And another thing, just to add in as we do this quick little transition, as we fade to black as Charmcaster makes her way to Dream. If you are watching along on Twitch, you can see that we have some pretty cool portraits up, and we did change the layout around thanks to Gloombringer. Big shout out, our resident artist here, making things look pretty and nice. But you can see character portraits, and you can also see QR codes at the bottom of the character portrait models. If you scan those QR codes, they'll take you to live versions of the character sheets of the players that are playing in this game. So you can take a look at their spells, their features, their traits, how their characters are built, and all the crazy homebrew stuff that we do here. So you have a little more context. Maybe you can follow around. But with that being said, in almost an instance, Charmcaster...
Can I say something?
Oh, please.
Charmcaster as she leaves.
Yeah, of course. And she's trying to dash out the
I'm
door.
not quite sure if you haven't been listening, but there's a rather important artifact that we should be trying to gather. We were going to be leaving quite shortly. Now, you wouldn't want to take all the fun for yourself, would you?
And her smile sort of starts to drop in. Yeah, of course. I wouldn't fun for myself. Why would I?
And there's the matter
want
of the
that?
sanguine moon, and we should probably have an expert on that.
Yeah.
Starke,
You know,
care to join us,
how
right?
about this? How about this, Gloombringer? You know, you're so right about that. How about I get my feet on the ground, do some reconnaissance, eyes and everything, and when y'all get there, we'll have a ton of information. We'll get right on it. We'll get started, and we'll listen. You want me to be frank with you? You guys are gonna fuck it up. You're gonna go in there and you're gonna make a mess, and I just want it. I just want it so bad. Just let me have this one thing, please. She's like begging with you.
I guess Gloombringer would go to say something, but then would stop and consider it. Well, actually, considering the most recent events,
Mm-hmm.
I think I might agree with you.
Yeah. So, is that a yes?
Yes.
Perfect! And she
Charmcaster.
immediately is out the door, doesn't want to hear another thing. She's like, okay, I'll see you later. Bye. I'll see you back there. She's gone. Heads outside to start creating some magic to make her way by teleportation back to Ajaib.
Well, there's no need for a telepathic bond. Pretty clear what on Charmcaster's mind. She isn't shy from telling us how she feels.
And you're still in House Curso. And as Charmcaster hurriedly leaves, the woman you met with sort of turns her head. Is there something the matter that I need to know of?
Oh, just a small business matter. I sent my colleague Charmcaster to take care of it.
Quite. Well, I hope that the terms that I've set before you are amenable, and that they are something that you may be able to procure for me. What are your thoughts?
Yes, well, it would be a rather tall order. I don't know, Stark, do you think it's even possible?
Judging by what I saw in the morgue, that vampire is very, very powerful.
You need
That
you need only place a stake through its heart to render it unconscious again.
yes, you'd have to get close enough.
What if that doesn't work?
Do you fear for your own life, Usurper Van Heinrich?
My unlife, I do not believe so, no. However, this is quite tedious. Very annoying.
Then it would seem my offer is trivial to you.
I suppose it would.
Then my help assuredly is not needed.
Very well. Bloomberger. Shall we leave?
Yes. And again, thank you.
Yes, this has been very enlightening.
Meanwhile, Landis is in the corner, looking at some trinket, having lost of it, having what's the word for it? when you can't pay attention anymore. There's something I was looking for. I forget what it was.
When you fiddle with it a little bit, the little metal box opens and some teeth fall out of it. Fangs.
Distracted, that's the word I was looking for.
And then, as Stark opens the door and leads everyone out,
Lance quickly picks up the teeth and tries to put it back in.
he will look back at Amelia. I hope you won't look too into me, Amelia.
Say again?
I hope you won't, how should I say, research me too much. You might find something you would dislike.
I've already found many things I dislike about you, Starke than Heinrich. But most of them, you have shown to me your own self.
Very true. Very well. Until next time, Amelia.
My last parting words, if you would, Stark. If you intend to ally yourself with House Matta, recognize that as far as they are concerned, your blood is worthless, and you are nothing more than a dirty mongrel pulled off the streets. In a flash of a shadow, she's by your side, and she whispers this only for you to hear. But I know very well that is not true. And again, she slips into shadow and disappears into the library of House Curso.
Popular with the ladies as ever, I suppose.
Is that vampire courting?
No.
Are you sure? Seemed
Yes.
like she liked you.
I wouldn't know.
What was that she whispered in your ear?
Just some gripes.
Can
Okay.
vampires even procreate?
Oh, God.
That's a fair question.
Let's just leave. Yes, I'm very hungry. I need to find food.
Take Coy for now, Mr. Van Heimrich. But we're on to
Yes, sure.
We should be
I
going.
hope
Right.
Yes. I hope you don't mind if we stop by a place in Darkhold very quickly. I need to pick up a snack.
Very well, let us be off.
You want to pick up a civilian on your way?
Yes.
Survival check, please.
Okay.
Stark is hungry.
Very hungry.
Best the lot of us prepare ourselves. Going to be quite a
12.
mess when we return to Ajaib.
A 12?
Yes.
You're able to find a pretty old, but all the while still healthy gentleman and a merchant's cart, on the outskirts of the roads of Darkhold, trying to sort of go around Darkhold. But unfortunately, he runs into your company.
Perfect. A meal. Alright, I'm gonna feast.
You're gonna eat him whole?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, you got a horse and a merchant cart now to deal with if you want to take it, or just leave it there. It sells food goods, perishables. Looks like fruits and other types of vegetables and produce.
My cabbages!
I don't think he's worried about the cabbages anymore.
Right, well,
Are we there too, or is he hunting by himself?
Stark?
I'd imagine you'd all be there.
I wasn't sure if this is a thing you and well, Lance is going to steal an apple.
Yeah.
I mean,
that-
he's dead now, so...
yeah, it's not really stealing, he's dead.
Well, it is still stealing, but... You could
Okay, great.
take the whole cart if you wanted to. I mean, I'm not that you need a cart
Where
at
am I
all.
gonna put a cart?
Are we really debating whether or not just eating somebody isn't as bad as just stealing his stuff afterwards?
No, we are not debating that at all. No. Not at all. He ate him. He's
yeah,
the, yeah.
I don't
The
have
lesser
anywhere to put
crime.
a cart or a horse or a mini thing, so I'm just
Well,
gonna...
there's a purse of gold. I might take that.
You're okay. Make a quick check. Yeah. Atlantis grabs an apple from the cart as Starke is sucking the merchant dry.
Just leaning against the cart and chewing on the apple.
Yeah.
All the while, he's like struggling inside the cart, and he's like, "Oh, God!"
I'll be looking for anything of value beyond gold. 31 perception.
Okay. You do find a little purse pouch that falls off of his waist belt. It's only got about 13 gold pieces in it. But underneath the driver's seat, after the body falls out from the cart, completely desiccated, is a small coffer. And in that coffer are 10 platinum pieces and will look to be like some family heirlooms that could possibly be appraised. None of them seem quite exciting or interesting, but there are some weird trinkets here.
Well, this is quite fun, actually. I feel like an old robber baron back on the road. Boulder Gate. But this is all junk, and I'll throw it into my bag of holding.
And immediately Stark will wipe his lip of blood. He will bark. Alright. Not the best meal, but it'll hold me over. Shall we head back to Ajaib then? Or is there somewhere else we're planning to go?
Well, I have been thinking over this vampire situation. Vampire are undead. Perhaps what we need is the help of a clergyman.
What a horrible idea.
What the fuck?
Not all not all religions are what's the word? Sunshine and rainbows. There are some
they all come with their holier than thou attitude and their bullshit.
When he says holier than thou attitude, Atlantis kind of gives him a look but doesn't say anything.
Yes, but for vampires you need rainbows, Atlantis.
Well, I was saying that we don't necessarily need to find a cleric who would be opposed to our worldviews. Someone who would be more willing to help us, but still more than capable of handling the undead.
Fair, perhaps a twilight cleric. Someone from the shadow realm. We'd have to look around.
Yes, and I assume there would not be any here in Darkhold. Ajaib is right out. I really don't know much about this world or what or where anything is.
Well, we have pressing matters at hand. Charmcaster's already headed out to Ajaib. Perhaps we follow after her, make sure everything goes okay, cure the artifact, and then we'll reconsider this with the other. Maybe Dream and Ambassador have some insight they could share.
I hope you don't mind if I refrain from entering the city of Ajaib.
Very well, you can stay in my grove. It seems to be safe for now.
Now that's a good idea.
Indeed. I fear this prince may be hunting me.
Very well. Let us find a tree, and I shall get us back to my grove.
Very well.
And we will go and let's see, where is it? We'll do our little tree transportation thingy.
All right. Transport via plants.
I'll cast it at 7th level because I'm not a 6th level spells.
Get a little
Get us
Atlantis
back to the
portrait
grove.
up there.
Ooh, a first class teleport. We got an upgrade.
And
Yeah.
It's a little bit comfier.
And
Not as soul rending.
we
Yeah,
find
comes
ourselves
with in-flight snack.
So
back
many chairs.
in Ajaib. Muted. Okay. We find ourselves back in Ajaib. And here, Charmcaster has found you, Dream. You stepped out of the magnificent mansion and out onto the streets. Or was that an assumption that I made?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, sure did. Pull my dragon scale cloak close around me, and hopefully protect myself from the bats.
What is your AC?
My AC is... Hold on. Put down my beer. My AC is 32.
Okay, they will not be able to hit you unless it's a crit. And I'm going to say none of them are going to crit outside of battle.
Okay. I also have Heavy Armor Master, which reduces all non-magical damage by 3.
Yep. It is magical, but yes.
Oh.
Fortunately enough, the moonstone dragon scales that adorn your body, your cloak, and most of your armor are hard enough and magically resistant enough to protect you from the onslaught of this bat swarm. These vampire bats, however, are still absolutely relentless, and your vision is obscured while you are moving through the city of Ajaib, and not in a building that is boarded up and protected from them. With that being said, you still, however, know which direction you're going in, and you can make your way there, maybe not as quickly as you had before, as you're dodging bodies left and right, groups of Ajaib villagers fleeing buildings that have been compromised, and running for their own safety. Out of this all, you start to make your way towards the museum. Make a survival check for me. Because your vision is obscured, you'll do this with disadvantage. If you fail, I will then make some attacks, and we'll see if any of them crit.
Is a 12.
Okay. It was only a DC 15, so that means you are going to fail, and I am going to attack. I honestly didn't think you would fail, so I have to switch tabs, so just give me 1 second.
Disadvantage with only a +1. I did get a 19, but I also got an 11.
Yeah. I forget that your wisdom isn't high. I always expect your wisdom to be high. But
I'm at least resilient wisdom.
them's the breaks.
I don't have a +1 to my wisdom.
Oh, that's
I have a
why.
+0.
Because I named it something cheeky. I called it Spill the Blood. Because I'm edgy.
It's Gloombringer's kryptonite.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yep.
Well, that makes... Well, not me.
Oh, I lied. I changed their modifier. But a 25 won't hit you.
Nope.
Neither will a 23. And last one. Neither will a 28. You're off scot-free as these vampire bats cannot pierce your armor, even as you have to stop short and pull your cloak down just a little bit to really look at where you're even going. But you get back on track, and you find your way there. And as you do, steal inside by bursting through one of the open windows. The bats have already mostly destroyed the paintings and sculptures and everything here, and there's a good amount of them still flitting about. They don't pay too much mind to you. They seem to only be going where there are creatures to destroy, eat, maim, eviscerate. They're not quite interested in this building, it seems like. Or at least they were and are no longer. From a dark corner, you hear a psst. Hey. Hey. Dream. Psst. Hey, Dream. Psst.
I look around.
And Charmcaster, who, stealth queen, kind of pokes her head out to make herself visible from the inside of a little office.
You made it through the bats?
Oh, yeah. Quite easy to blend in. She kind of brandishes her wings, and you know that she's got a little bit of magic on her side, so.
Understandable.
When she ushers you into the little office, you can see that it's the museum curator's office. It's been mostly untouched. It's a very small room, and the door itself is a stone door made to look very similar to the entirety of the museum's wall facade, so it's understandable why it was overlooked.
He wouldn't have left his keys, would he?
I just picked the lock and got in. I've been hanging out here waiting for you. So good news, bad news. Do you want the good news first or the bad news?
Break it to me slow.
Okay, well, good news. I've got an easy way out of here for us. Bad news. The amulet's gone.
That's what I was afraid of.
The case that it was in is completely destroyed. And it honestly looks like it was taken. But what would he want with an amulet like that? He destroyed everything else in here. Everything. And I mean everything. But only took that amulet? The amulet I wanted? Annoying.
Rumor had it that it let vampires walk in the day.
Are you serious?
Seems quite important for newly released vampire. And I wouldn't be too surprised if it was his in the first place.
I feel like this is a really bad thing that just happened, but you sound really calm.
Well, I mean, we tried to get here first, didn't we?
Okay, your bright and sunny optimism is going to be the death of me. How about we reconvene with the rest?
Where are the rest of them?
They should be here
Ambassador
shortly.
is laying low.
They should
Cool.
be here shortly. They were honestly right behind me, but You never know with them.
Here, like, points, like, at the ground, or...
You know, most likely not here, and then she kind of looks around. But they're definitely coming back to Ajaib. That's what they told me at least. Here, let's just ask them in general. And she pulls out her crystal balls, and they start to orbit around her. You start to see the reflections of your party members, and the telepathic link goes up. Everyone can hear each other. Where are you guys now? Hello, Gloom, Atlantis, Stark. Where are you guys?
You know, Stark, you never answered. Oh, we have just made it back to my grove.
All right.
What's the status in the city? Did you locate the artifact?
I already gave him bad news today. It's your turn.
Long gone. Probably reclaimed by the Blood Leech.
Or worse, the Jadats.
It's already the Jadats. This is their museum.
No, well, they got it back.
It's their museum.
Yes,
They had it in the first place.
we want the amulet
I
tree.
believe-
And if we're gonna steal it from the Jadats, that's a
I
pain in the
believe
ass.
Gloombringer means that they may have moved it to a more secure location.
Thank you, Atlan. You see, somebody gets what I'm talking about.
Looks a little more forceful than that.
I didn't get it. I thought he was referencing insurance fraud.
You're so evil. All you hell dwellers.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
I believe
Well,
he's
what-
trying to take my euphemisms.
Well, that might have been out of your playbook at that. It's all about delivery, you see.
Charm, do you have a way back to the grove?
Yeah, but y'all are really tapping me out on magic here. Come on. She puts out a hand.
Ambassador, we'll, see you back there.
Maybe in the morning. I'm executing my plan to perfection right now.
Enjoy your wine. Please dream of honey wine, please.
Just for the record, I'm going to go to sleep with mind blank on.
Damn!
Because
Great spell.
Yep.
Evil.
He just wanted you to dream of honey wine.
it seems way too specific and it's kind of creepy. Kind of like when a guy at a bar is like, hey, drink this drink that I got for you. Sure, it's happening in a dream,
You should do it.
but I'm not waking up in a bathtub with my kidneys removed.
A lot of people say that, and they get into the most innocuous situations, and that's when it happens. But you know what? You stay on your guard. You do you, boo-boo.
That's how they get you.
What?
They lure you into candy.
But Charmcaster takes a hold of your hand and teleports you back to the Druid Grove.
I'll go greet Crescent.
A lot of bouncing around back and forth with no real things accomplished. Please tell me you're not going to ask me to take you, I don't know, shopping in Faerun or something?
Oh, that does sound nice.
No!
You know, I could use
No!
maybe an ice cream cone.
Hey, I'm going shopping tomorrow. Don't forget me about me.
That's a shame. I don't think I'll be able to get another kebab.
Oh, this is a waste of
I'll tell you,
goddamn
ruined.
time. Can you idiots for just a moment put your heads together and attempt to, with your 1/4 of a shared brain cell, fix the mess that was made?
Did you get any help from the vampires of Darkhold?
None,
It was a horrible trip.
indeed.
They're rude, disrespectful, and they wouldn't know a good deal to slap them in the face.
Yes, the queen is quite the bitch.
And they particularly don't like Starke.
You didn't literally slap the queen in the face, did you?
No, we would have been executed. On the spot, for even standing before the queen.
Well, I stood my ground. I can't say the same for the rest of you.
No, you stood your ground for half a second.
Yes, and if it was a half a second more, she would have been in my grasp.
You stood your
Hey.
ground because you were forced to by her.
The two of you did nothing.
No, we were
No.
surrounded by hundreds of vampires.
We could have took them.
Please. I am royalty. I know
Now.
when to speak up and when not to, especially when I am in someone else's domain.
May I suggest something?
Oh, please.
If there's no help from the vampires, why don't we seek to benefit from this ourselves? Our patron has asked me to gather powerful creatures. I think this and dream motions at this blood moon and the swarm of vampire bats is probably a power worthy of him.
You mean Dante and his war?
He was looking for hosts.
Yes.
It is an idea, but it does not really... It just still leaves the question of how.
Well,
But
like Amelia said, we just need to drive a stake in its chest.
Yes, well,
Can't
we'd
be
have
that
to
hard.
we'd have to first get close enough, make sure it penetrates the heart specifically, and a way to transport it without jostling the stake out of its heart.
If we stick the stake deep enough, it will not come out.
Suppose
if we bring Dante here, we won't have to worry about that last part.
True.
somebody could hold it in place. I could just blast it in the face with sunlight. Somebody runs in, stabs a stake in, we're done.
I fear the sunlight might not be effective anymore now that it has the amulet.
Yes, I was believing the same thing.
That's right.
I have similar spells, but
Well, we can hope the Jadats have it, but per your report, unlikely. Can old psychic lance razzle dazzle? What do you say, Ambassador?
Ambassador's not here, nor will he be joining us tonight.
he can hear us.
I would ask that telepathically. They would be allowed to be in this conversation.
Yeah. It's a massive.
Tweet.
See.
Speaking of, actually, how would you even go about getting Dante here? He's currently stuck in a bubble.
Well,
But we know when he won't be.
Well, perhaps we try luring it in and catching it in a cave. I could put an illusion up, say a nice juicy young vampire ready to be gobbled up by said blood leech. The insatiable hunger drives him in, and snap of my fingers, he's in a force cage. Then what? Teleport him to... Ooh, we could bring him to Eberron. That would work.
But if we're speaking distractions, well, I may be the perfect subject.
Stark, I was trying to avoid that.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be me. Technically.
Didn't he already suck your
He made
clone dry?
he did suck my clone dry. But if we are able to rest before at least a night, or a day, excuse me, I can make another.
Yes, but what's our tactical position if we wait 24 hours? The moment to strike is now.
It would only be 8.
Excuse me.
More time for someone else to deal with this.
That's fair. I mean, perhaps again, we're overthinking this. We just... Well, do what Ambassador said. Wait for this whole thing to blow over. Besides, we came here for the train.
When does the train arrive again?
Train should be here in the city.
It's not.
I
It's
believe
not.
this was supposed to be one of its stops in a couple of weeks.
We have 12 days before it stops in the Jin's Claws, and that is the only known location to date. I have scoured the city from the air with no sign of the train.
Perhaps it was cloaked, or perhaps it would be arriving soon, considering the current state of panic in Ajay. No?
I doubt they would bring something that valuable here while the city is under siege.
Indeed.
Could Jadot just turn his back on his family? In a moment of crisis?
Oh, that depends on whether they have another way out of the city.
Oh.
I want to meet Jadot. I want to ask him about Drian. Will someone get us an audience?
Could certainly try.
Wouldn't Gloombringer be best for getting audiences in this instance?
That was the original plan, but things are quite messy now. I don't believe there's a silver tongue that could talk their way into the Jadot estate.
I was hoping Ambassador had a way in.
Their whole city is raining blood right now. I really don't think there'll be any audiences. If we want to talk to someone right now, we have to deal with the mess that was made. There's no shortcuts here, guys. Are we dealing with this vampire, or are we going to turn away and walk away from this?
Well, if we're waiting, several days for the train to arrive anyways. Perhaps we sit on our heels and just hope that Jadat and his heart drive him home. Use the turmoil to our advantage, seize the train. Or blows over and we can continue on with our Drian Perez lead. But anything we do to further our cause now, I believe would have diminishing return.
I think the city itself is diminishing, and Charmcaster sort of points out to the fact that you can now see, even though you're miles and miles away on the coast, on your Druid Grove, that the blood moon, that the red skies, and the black cloud of bats, vampire bats, is only growing.
Yes, it's quite a beautiful sight, actually. Those religious fucks can all die for all I care. Charmcaster, you're not turning a new leaf on us, are you?
Gloombringer, we can't steal anything from them if it's all destroyed. You didn't see the museum. Priceless, priceless artifacts. Things that could have paid me out into retirement. Absolutely and utterly destroyed. Because someone wants to go poking their head around in things that they shouldn't. And Charmcaster walks up to you, Starke, and is jabbing at your chest as she's saying this pointedly.
Charmcaster, please, if this is a matter of money, I can have more gold.
That's not the point.
Right.
That's never been the point. I feel like by now you should at least understand that.
And I am quite confused as to what the point is.
The point is the perfect score. Taking something so valuable, so precious to someone, without them ever even noticing, until it's far too late, until you're long gone in the wind, until you've made your profit, and you're sitting on a beach somewhere, and Katashaka.
Yes, Charmcaster, exactly. We need to focus on the train. I know our new members have caused quite a stir-up, but let's focus on the mission.
And you're not seeing the fact that the entire mission is jeopardized, currently, by our situation. We're now banking on this blowing over. Gloombringer. Blowing over? That sounds like something someone would have said when we rolled into Darkhold and almost completely took over. This is not going to just
I don't
blow
believe our
over.
position's any worse if this vampire mauls half the city.
I
The Jadats will be in turmoil.
beg to differ. I think things will be a lot worse. Why not play the hero card? We could run a con. Take out the vampire. 2 birds, 1 stone. You could deal with it the way House Matta wants, or deal with it the way House Curso wants. Or however we want. Either way, the Jadats are going to look at us like we're heroes. That gives us a better chance of getting anything we want. Access to the train, knowledge of when the train will be here, an audience with the Jadats.
Whom will step back.
Has the phase of the moon changed?
It shouldn't have. No. It's only
Okay.
been a day.
It's just bloodied now.
Yes, it is just bloodied now.
Okay.
Lovely. I'll stroke my chin and kind of contemplate this new plan. And I'll look over to Stark and say, well, Stark will have to lay low if this plan is to work. And I'll
No.
smile and look back to Charm.
No.
I think it's a devious plan.
It's the only thing I disagree with.
Having Stark is really the only way we have to locate this creature.
It's true. You said
Yes,
he's
yes,
looking for
but-
you, right, Stark?
Apologies. Say that again.
You said he's searching for you. Correct.
Yes.
Well,
He's tasted my blood.
then we have our bait.
Can't we... Easy, everybody. You have to think about this. If we're going to run a con on the Jadot family, and we have a vampire in our midst, it jeopardizes our entire situation. Especially considering that he's been rummaging around in the city for the past 24 hours, making a mess. Give me a vial of his blood, and we'll make an illusion. That should be enough to draw him in.
Stark does not need to meet the Jadots either.
And his past discretions have been mostly taken care of, in the eyes of the people at least.
Well, I hope.
Well, here's what
They'll be on high alert after all of this is finished.
Here's what I have to say about that. You made the mess, Stark. I think you should be the one to clean it up. That's just me. And Gloombringer, you want to talk about turning over new leaves? If I remember correctly, the first time you met me, I was going to be burned at the stake for something I did not do, but you are wholeheartedly ready for that to happen. Only did you intervene to play the hero to a group of inbred townies. What's the difference now?
The difference is the stakes are much higher, Charmcast. I think it's a brilliant plan. But
Choke, 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 choke. You're not up for this size of stage?
what? Why do you keep egging me on? I've told you multiple times I like this plan. I think it just needs to have some modification. I think Stark is a liability. And I think you're all overlooking this.
Why not turn our greatest weakness into an asset? If they find out we've been hiding Stark, well then that's going to take away from our reputation. Why not gamble on the vampire hero? Why not gamble on something that completely takes them out of their comfort zone, but something they cannot deny? If they see Stark fighting against this ancient blood leech and winning and saving the people of Ajaib, well, maybe there's some liberal or progressive whose heartstrings we can ring on.
I'd also like to point out that it is just about midnight. Vampire is terrorizing everyone. There is going to be 0 reliable stories about whatever happens in the next 5 hours or so.
Listen, Gloombringer, I get it. You want everything to go smoothly. But how about just this one time? You listen to what I have to say, and you take a leap of faith on me. If it goes wrong, then I'll never open my mouth ever again. And that is a promise.
And as Gloom's taking a deep sigh, he'll begin laughing. Well, that would be too good to be true.
I promise. Blood Scout's honor.
Okay, fine.
And she puts out her hand to shake.
I'll shake it back.
And once you do, she reveals that she had her fingers crossed behind her back.
You mischievous bitch. This better go smoothly, and we better get my train, or I'll be infuriated.
Oh, you're gonna love the way that this turns out. Trust me.
Weren't you saying this vampire had magic similar to yours, Stark? Is there any way you can get more powerful here?
Me? Perhaps. But I may also be risking my life. If you are suggesting what I believe you are
You're
suggesting.
fine. You'll be fine.
No guts, no glory.
I'll inspire you with my music.
Well, I suppose I'll give it a shot. Nothing to lose, I suppose. Other than, well, my children. And my house. And my friends.
Friends?
Let's be honest. All my friends want me dead.
Are you not protected by Baron? I thought that was kind of the deal here. He had some idiotic idiom. No one dies lest he digs their grave. If you believe
Yes.
that.
Baron is a quite generous patron. Saved me several times, actually.
I trust no one more than Baron. Our magics are very similar. So I hold quite a respect for him. Very well.
All
Are
right.
we executing the plan now, or
I think we should go when we are at our strongest. So if you need to rest, do so tonight, and do so well.
I shall prepare us a feast. And Alliance is going to go ahead and step off and take the 10 minutes to cast Hero's Feast.
I think
We're gonna do a long rest here?
Yep.
Okay. In the morning, I will be playing my my harp by the fire, and everybody can take a bardic inspiration. Atlantis, Star Dream 4. And we'll get you a nice ambassador.
And during the night, if anyone or anything that Atlantis has not allowed in the grove tries to come in the grove, an alarm does set off.
Also, in the morning, I will reach out to Ambassador telepathically. Good morning. What do our eyes see from the inside of the city? Is everything okay? Are you okay?
Is Chris muted?
Yeah.
Chris, are you still here? Probably AFK.
Okay, back to buffs. Yeah, so I think we're gonna be focusing through Starke right now. So I think I'll probably have some stuff for you here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be summoning my clone here as well.
Give you pro evil.
everyone
Yeah, the feast rate.
everyone dreamed sweet dreams except for the mind blank. So you wake fully rested and how what's the word I'm working for? You've count as eaten a nutritious meal.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh,
I should.
Son?
Go ahead.
Oh no, this is just stipulation.
I think I might want to focus on an enhanceability for the party. Any recommendations? Let's see. Bears
Son,
and as temporary hit points.
I am San.
just for how should I say it? Just for stipulation, my clone will be dual wielding, and I will have my warhammer.
Perfect. Make sure you spend the blood to summon those weapons.
I have.
Okay. So that way y'all feel a little free to do this however you would like. Let's take a quick break. Reconvene at exactly 9. That'll give you time to do all of your buffs, all of your planning. And we can take a little break on the stream here. I hope y'all are enjoying the stream. If you have any, well, I think there's just one of you, but I love you, my one stream viewer. Um, if you have any feedback, don't feel afraid to drop any of that. We're just trying to improve, always trying to get better. But we will be back momentarily. Give us about 20 minutes, and we're gonna get into a pretty harrowing bloodbath, where we will indeed spill the blood. And we're back. Thank you all for your patience. We find ourselves in a quite harrowing position. On the outside of the Druid Grove, our party has spent a good amount of time preparing. Starke has laid waste to himself, pouring blood out around him in the Druid Grove to cast his dark magic rituals, to bolster himself and his allies, while they do the same. A great feast has been prepared, aid has been given, and as the party is ready to set out, Atlantis steps forward.
Stark, everyone, I would like to speak for a moment. No doubt Dream remembers the conflict we had, and I have been thinking on it for a while. I would like to show a sign of good faith that you all can trust me as a companion. Stark, I would like to bestow upon you a blessing from my people, and name you as one of my most trusted advisors. If you could please kneel before me, I shall perform the ritual.
Very well, I suppose. Why not? Stark will kneel.
And then Atlantis, kind of like he's knighting somebody. He uses his trident.
What are we watching?
Waves it over him and then taps his shoulders with the large blades, which aren't really sharp because they're rocks, but and then he casts Foresight, which I will go ahead and post that in live channel as well, so we remember. Cannot be surprised for the next 8 hours. Cannot be surprised. Advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws, and other creatures have disadvantage on attacks against them. On top of everything else that he has been given.
Is Chris still not here?
He
I'm
said something. He said, yeah, he's back.
Oh, they're there.
He was dealing with his dogs.
Oh, okay. Are you in on this as well? We didn't hear from you, so we weren't exactly sure.
Yeah, I was dealing with doggy drama.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I guess Gloombringer would reach out to Ambassador again and say, what do your eyes see from inside the city?
Shit's fucked up. I think that's a femur that just got thrown against the window.
But are you okay? You made it through the night?
Oh, completely.
Oh, well.
It was hard to sleep. Like, not because I was worried at all, but, you know.
I thought you
That's
were accustomed to the screams.
Yeah, it's been a while, and these are different. These are from people who still have hope. I'm used to people who are hopelessly anguished. It's different. Different scream.
One day I'll understand your... Anyways, Charmcaster had a brilliant idea. We're going to capture the vampire, pretend to be the hero, and have a valiant feast with Jadat himself on top of the trade. Are you in?
Looking outside the window, does it look like I can make it out without attracting attention, someone?
Perhaps if you were invisible, or if you have the ability to stealth.
I have the ability to, like, just as a doppelganger, like, blend in as just a normal commoner.
Well, the normal commoners are getting ripped apart, so you don't think that would be... You don't... It might be best if they just don't see you at all. If you had a way to do that, then yes, definitely.
We can meet you in the city, Ambassador, and
Is it not daytime yet?
The sky has been mostly blocked out by the bats, if you remember, and the blood moon.
The blood moon. Alright, can I do an Arcana check to see if control weather would fuck with this?
Yeah, indeed. Creatures that are flying in heavy winds have a hard time doing so. Don't even need an Arcana check for that one.
You know, the whole trope around vampires liking sunlight or not so much.
Oh, they hate sunlight. Hence why he blocked
Yeah.
out the sun.
Yeah, so but do I think that control weather would allow me to produce enough sunlight and enough wind to be able to just make this all go away?
Not
he
make.
might have an amulet that protects him from sunlight.
Right, but not all of that would. It would just then be him.
yes, it's actually a good idea.
There's some very powerful magics at hand. You're not sure if solely moving the bats will do all that you need to. It'll definitely give those creatures and other flying creatures a hard time while maneuvering in the air. Other than that, you think that this blood red sky will be here to stay as long as this very powerful vampire is dealt with.
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, Stark made a mess.
Do you need us to meet you? We could set off together.
One of the things I've heard Mistopheles say a lot is, not my monkey, not my circus, and I'm really getting that saying right now.
Well, it's your decision to make. At least do us a favor and keep an eye out for us. Let us know if there's anything sneaking up behind us.
So, what's the upside? We play the heroes, risk our deaths, and potentially get an invite to the train, which was what Gloom and I were doing 24 hours ago. What's stopping Stark from fucking it up again in 48 hours and everything going to shit again?
I feel like at this point in the conversation, everyone turns and looks at Stark.
Stark just waves.
And at this
Hi.
point, Atlantis finishes his ceremony. Rise, Blood Lord Stark!
Yes, and immediately Stark will cast haste upon himself.
May the ocean run red with the blood of your enemies.
Haste only lasts a minute.
I'll telepathically shrug to Ambassador and say, it's Charmcaster's plan. She said if it fails, she won't talk again, so it's a win-win.
Alright, I'll save my haste until we get close enough, I guess.
Not for me. I find her kind of funny when she shits on people.
Haste.
But you haven't answered my original question. What's stopping Stark from fucking it all up again?
It's a fair question. Perhaps we should just ask Stark.
Who could hear this the whole time?
Sorry, what's happening? I'm busy
Stark?
being knighted at the moment.
Oh, yes, it's quite fine. Well, some of us were curious. What's preventing you from just fucking this plan up again?
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote.
Some of us, not me. I'm just the messenger.
But we're all thinking it.
Well, I mean, in terms of the vampire, this vampire poses a threat to me constantly. So it would be stupid of me to leave it alive, especially after the mistake I've made.
I think what we're looking for is that you're going to behave yourself after we fix this.
Oh no. I'm looking for a fucking soul. He behaves or I get a fucking soul. That's my conditions for helping.
Vampires even have souls.
I will
Ruler makes
find
an illusion
it.
of popcorn.
You may search the deepest pits of my being. You will not find a soul.
You know what, Ambassador? I have just appointed him as Lord of my kingdom. Or
So
within
what?
my kingdom.
I'm the king
I
of this
shall
and that.
put up my soul at stake. I shall
Oh
fight
my
for
god. Oh my god.
If Stark fucks this up, I get your soul.
Charmcaster, this is so good.
And
You have
Charmcaster
my
is
word as king.
Charmcaster reaches over and is eating the illusionary popcorn too. She's like, shh, 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 it's getting good.
Now, will you lend us your aid?
Ambassador will teleport there, and guess what? As a devil, he's got a contract for just this occasion.
Oh my god.
And you know what? I will
Oh,
also give you this teleport for free.
Ambassador,
Always prepared.
downstairs, there is probably this. You know what? No, there is definitely the stench of sulfur. And he's got a fill-in-the-blank contract, and he's writing in your name and passing you the contract. If Stark fucks anything up between when we solve this, no, between now and when we rob the train, I get your soul.
He looks at Stark and then looks at Dream and then back to the contract. And he kind of grins a little as he bites his own thumb and uses his blood to sign the contract.
That was easy. All right. So what's the plan?
He fucking did it. He did it.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Charmcaster comes over and pats you on the back, Atlantis. Well, it wasn't that nice knowing you, but I think I might miss something. Ooh, can I have some of the things in your room?
Absolutely not.
Gloom comes over and says, "Wow, you're really lucky Baron's not around. You would have been fucked."
Oh my god, man.
Somewhere.
Hey, Charmcat, once I have his soul, I'll sell you everything in his room for 50 copper on the gold.
Ooh, we could have an auction.
Oh, right. So I'm next in line for your throne, yes?
Personally, I'm proud of you. Don't listen to these guys. That is what a king would do.
Stark, the
Yes.
throne is a complicated issue we can discuss later, but I am ashamed that these people have so little confidence in my subjects.
Oh my gosh.
No, they have the correct amount of confidence
They really do.
in your subjects. But I'm still proud of you.
Okay, all
Let
right.
us get going.
Enough of this. Yes, let's go.
Let's move, yes, please.
Get this shit show on a road.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
road.
Hey, Stark, I have some drugs here. Would you like some?
No.
Okay.
Drugs.
No.
Drugs.
All right, so what are we doing? Killing something? Someone? Something?
Yeah, so, the plan was quite simple. We go in, we capture the vampire, and we pretend to be the good guys.
But we are the good guys.
Yes, precisely.
We are?
That's what.
Yeah.
And Charmcaster just rolls her eyes and she lets her crystal balls begin to circle around you as the teleportation begins.
Okay, if we're teleporting, then now I'm casting hints.
Okay?
Yeah, I guess likewise, if we're just gonna go straight to battle. Straight to it?
Yep.
I'm gonna hold an action to use an object when I see the vampire.
Okay. We're getting ready to go. Last things? Anything? Buckle your seatbelts, kids. We're going right into the thick of it. I wanna get-
shape into elemental before we leave.
Okay?
I'm going to sleight of hand some drugs into Stark's pocket.
You bastard!
Make a,
23!
Atlantis, if I kneel, will you knight me too?
wait, before you do that, what's your passive?
Passive perception?
Yes, please.
Oh my god. You just want his soul. Let's see here. My passive is 10.
Yeah, you didn't see a damn thing.
I saw. I smile. I laugh.
And you turn towards Atlantis and say,
As amusing as it would be to see you at my feet, a knighting is not something I take lightly. But perhaps in the future we will see.
You can't believe I'm serious.
"We're going now."
I am serious.
Come on,
Everyone.
Crescent. It's time.
She rises up, enters the circle, and the crystal balls reach a speed fast enough to mirror the speed of light. And soon, you're teleported back to Ajaib. Charmcaster is going to teleport you all onto a nearby building rooftop that is mostly quiet and undisturbed.
Is it covered with vomit from last time we traveled to rooftop?
One more time?
Al-Jaib?
It is not the same
Is it
one.
covered? Okay.
I'm just putting you guys on the map there. And who am I missing?
Starke.
There he is. Thank you. Stream makes my computer super slow, so bear with me.
That'll work.
There we
Atlantis, are you a large size? Are you huge?
I think I am large. Let me double check. 5 feet tall, water element.
I just want to know if you're a 2x2 or a.
If he's a water elemental right now, he's large.
I'm
so
large.
2x2.
2x2, and then okay.
And Crescent is a 3x3.
You also need Charmcaster out there too. I don't have present.
Ah.
If she came,
Yes.
that wasn't very obvious actually.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you guys are going into, excuse me, if you're going into battle, she's not gonna let you go without her.
She wants to watch.
Exactly.
I never have known Charmcaster to pass up a time to say, "I told you so."
It is also her plan. So. At first, I thought you were talking about Crescent, but I realized you were talking about Charm. No, she's coming. Grab her little token.
Grab
Her little. Bam, bam. Okay. You're gonna play Charmcaster?
Somebody else wants to.
Dope, dope. I love it. There she is. All right. You find yourselves in the heart of downtown Ajaib, just a little farther from the Highline District where you were all staying previously. This is where most of the working class people live. Eat, sleep, breathe, and pray. It's a ghost town now. Only thing you see for miles on either side of you, north and south, is a cloud of bats. Vampire bats blotting out the sky. So many of them, in fact, you can barely discern much farther from yourself where the bats end and where buildings or landmarks begin. You can all roll initiative here.
Or roll.
Bringing out the physical dice. This is too important to leave the D&D
I could
game.
roll.
My what is at stake? Ain't bad.
There's nothing your dice can do to protect your soul right now. All on Starke.
I've got a couple of drugs in my pocket.
Well, good. We'll celebrate after the fight.
It's also up to how an arbiter of my choice will determine if Stark fucks things up.
So, Stark, how do you feel about sleeping in the ground until we go do the train heist?
You know, they all, you know, outside of the Underdark.
All right. Well, we knew it would be bad, so stick together. Charmcaster and Ambassador, try to stay out of trouble.
Stark, it's me or it's you that they're after, so stay near me and I'll shield you the best I can.
Very well.
I've got a very special spell that I've been saving for such an occasion. I'm actually kind of excited. I would have done this for free.
I swear, his evil is on a whole new level.
Honestly, you're not wrong.
Still not the evilest one in the party.
God damn it! Devil damn it!
Devil, damn it.
Oh my god.
Initiative, everybody.
I put mine on the board. I had these sriracha freaking green peas, and they're really spicy.
I'm at 11.
I'm at 20.
Oh, fuck.
Fast, I am not.
She's struggling. And 11. And a 20. Come here. Oh my gosh. Can you help me out, Mitchell?
I'm
So I'm
okay.
an owl bear that's super slow tonight.
Yeah, I'd be out there. So. Oh my god. That's a lot of bats.
Come on. Work with me. There we go. Come on. Yeah, owlbear really is. I think it's because... Here, I'm going to turn off the music. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't think it's your computer.
I think it's because I'm hosting the thing and my computer is running owlbear slow that you guys are getting it slow as well.
It might be the number of tokens we have on the board.
Yeah, there are a lot of tokens.
So sounds like win-win-win if we just delete half the tokens.
Indeed.
Ha! Prepare for death.
I'm already dead.
Is that
Well,
everyone
I'm
on... That's Dream, that's Gloom, that's Atlantis, that's Starke.
Okay.
Ambassador, you said your initiative was...
16.
Oh yeah, the music going off definitely helped. You guys have to do the initiative off. Atlantis and Ambassador, who has the higher initiative bonus.
Mine is +2.
Mine is +10.
+10? Jesus.
Yeah. I don't know. Someone made this character.
Jesus. Well, good on you.
So is my clone there? My left clone?
Yeah. If you here, I'll just do it.
Okay.
You can make copies of your token by holding down Option and dragging the token. It makes a copy of it.
I would if I could access Owlbear. I'm having the same issue that I've had on Monday, so I'm gonna have to look at the map through the Twitch
Okay.
through the stream.
Can you see it there?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
I'm playing the long game to get extra viewers on the Twitch stream.
How do you mean?
Trying to get us to view the owlbear through the Twitch.
Ooh, I never thought of that. I should have done that. Yeah, I totally did that. On purpose, is what I mean.
I was already watching because I support our DM.
Ooh.
Oh my god, the initiative tracker's back. It's back.
See Gloom with a 15. I see
Yes.
Stark with a 20. I see Ambassador with a 16. Atlantis with a 16. I'll auto roll for these guys. Whoa, that's actually pretty great.
Oh no.
Okay. Hey, not bad. All right. And I think because I closed all the other tabs, this should still work.
Mike and it's calling me.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Starting at the top, you teleport in ready for the worst. And the worst is what you see before you. Immediately, the bats sense the presence of a life force and descend upon it. I will make attacks on each of y'all. As they all move to occupy your space.
Well, that sounds nasty.
Not my space. That's my personal bubble.
You all get swarmed by bats. And Crescent will take one, and you'll take the other one. first one is going to be on Stark's clone, 17 to hit.
Miss
Second one on Stark,
with disadvantage.
First roll was a 20. Second roll is a 29, so a 20 to hit with disadvantage.
Shield. That will not hit.
Next one on Charmcaster. A 15. Which I believe will not hit. A 12 on Ambassador will not hit. A 28 on Atlantis.
Ooh, that hits.
For 15 piercing damage. As you can feel them drain the vitality from you.
Here's a question
I
that
have
I
an
don't
answer.
think was properly answered by the book. Do I also gain the elemental's damage resistances?
Yeah, you take on their whole stat block.
Okay. So
The only
you
thing
said
that
how much?
the only thing that changes is your wisdom, charisma, and intelligence, which should be reflected if you chose the wild shape feature for your extra.
Okay. And how much damage was it?
It is, I believe, 15 magical piercing.
Okay, so magical. Okay, so yeah. Alright.
And Gloombringer. With a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And it's a 13 magical piercing.
Can go 13.
Do I have 2 swarms
You do.
on me?
You do.
And it looks like there's one on Atlantis as well.
That is correct.
I get an opportunity attack when they come within 5 feet of me. I think all 3 of those are within 5 feet. I am mounted. That's a 36 to hit.
Will hit.
17 to hit. 35 to hit the next one. And a 35 to hit the last one. First one takes 13 piercing and 15 radiant. Second one is 14 piercing and 12 radiant. Third one, 13 piercing and 13 radiant.
And with those shots, you've just massacred half of the swarm in each of those little clusters. You can see that they've been very clearly bloodied already by your assault.
Actually, clarification. Each one of these has its separate turn. They're just acting on the same initiative. Okay, so I get an opportunity attack on each of their turns.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And all three of them are marked. So if they attack anyone other than me, they have disadvantage.
All right. Mark them in white for me if you don't mind. Very nice. On the other side of the field, you watch as 4 clusters of these bats come together and begin to swirl in a terrible storm. They want to do the thing. Come on, owlbear. There we go. You watch as from the center, a form begins to take root. For a moment, you see a flash of a terrible-looking creature. The ancient vampire itself begins to apparate. Wings, demonic, and dripping of all the blood laid waste. His armor soaked in the terrible carnage that has been laid waste to Ajaib. And just like that, the form changes once again. And what you see begin to streak towards you are even more terrifying and gruesome looking bats. That will be Charmcaster's turn.
I think she would probably cast something like an Arms of Hadar. Say at 4th level. Can the bats around me? Let's see here. 10. Is that also gonna hit him though?
Nope. Charmcaster is not in range to hit anyone else. It's a 10-foot range, I believe.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot. It won't hit him. That should hit him.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm looking at this wrong. Yep, it will. Could step back, take that oppo attack.
Yeah, let's do that. I probably think I just. Yeah.
All right, you're giving me the oppo?
I did not say that.
Oh, okay.
We will
guess just go Houston. Can she do Radiant with any of her cantrips? Let's kill him with fire. Eldritch Blast. I forget what it's called on here. Force Beams?
Most likely.
17. 4 beams. So I get 4 beams?
And Charmcaster begins to power up her vision. Her eyes begin to glow bright. She starts to shoot beams out towards each of the bats.
13. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 15 to hit is my lowest.
They will all hit.
Okay. 4 hits. D10 forsages. Please take 19 force damage. Is there any added to that though? D10 plus anything?
No.
Prior? It's just a D10?
Yeah. There's a warlock feature that allows you to add your charisma modifier.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, 19 force.
Alright, copy 19 force. As
Action.
Charmcaster just cuts through them with laser beam eyes.
And I will bonus action try and telekinetic shove. Strength saving throw, please. Actually, let me see here. Yeah, I'll do it on mine. Strength save.
And it's a 12.
A fail. I will shove them off.
And with the last pulse of energy that shoots forward from her gaze, they're blasted away from her.
And with a wink and a see ya boys, she's just gonna fly 60 feet straight up.
And I will take the oppo here.
I forgot about the oppos. Yeah, you can have it.
Ooh, give me that lovely crit. It's gonna be 15 plus 8.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about this. Oh well. We'll worry about it next time. Technically, you're blinded while you're swarmed by these swarms, so you would have had disadvantage on those attack rolls, but we're gonna keep going, because that was my fault. But I will remember. Alright now, that's the end of Charmcaster's turn?
Yes.
Okay, in his bat form, the Dark Prince Morn descends upon you. And he's gonna go straight for his meal. He cannot occupy spaces, however.
If he goes right here, I get an opportunity attack when he comes into my reach.
Take it.
Am I blinded?
You are.
Okay, so I roll flat. 35 to hit.
Shit, yeah.
Okay,
35
your
will definitely
speed
do
goes-
it.
your speed goes to 0,
Okay.
and it is 18 piercing and 10 radiant.
And a spear juts out, wraps itself around the edge of a wing, and completely arrests this huge demonic bat in its flight. It turns and it screeches at you. How much damage you said?
It was, I think, 28 total. Let's go back. Yeah, 28 total.
How much was it radiant you said?
It was 18 piercing, 10 radiant. And he is marked. He has disadvantage on anyone but me.
And you can see he shrieks in anger as the radiant light singes its skin. Let us release the hounds upon you.
Dogs?
Dog drama.
Sorry, I'm back. Were you about to fuck my shit up?
Nope. Luckily not
Okay.
you.
Okay.
And the first thing it does, since you have it in its grasp, is its head whips down and attempts to bite at you, Dream, for a 26.
Number you're looking for is 32.
And it'll rend again with a claw. That will also miss, and its second claw. Come on, baby. Give me something. Give me something good. And a 14. All of these attacks, though they reach you and land, are rebuked by not only your shield, but the moonstone scales that adorn your armor. Almost quite impervious to these sharp-looking razor-like claws. That was its action. And let me look at the initiative. Charm cast. Okay.
And I hate to do Stark dirty like this, but its movement is only 0 to the end of the turn.
End of its turn now.
Current turn.
Yep. Cool. Sounds good. So that'll go to Stark.
Okay. I gotta do what I do best.
I thought I thought we weren't trying to let Atlantis' soul get stolen.
31 to hit.
31 will hit. Who are you hitting?
The fucking swan.
Did you roll with disadvantage because you're blinded?
Wait.
I have advantage, so it's flat.
Nice.
So I challenge the word stolen, freely given in an agreement.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sustained.
Also, Stark hasn't even done anything yet. How would that count?
Notice how you said yet.
Yes.
That is my only argument.
I mean in general, because he hasn't even taken his turn. He hasn't done anything, like, literally at all, whether good or bad.
26 to hit.
A 26 will hit.
Okay. So
And is
that
this
will be-
you or your clone?
It's me. So that is 25 magical bludgeoning, and I'll take that in my blood armor. I still have my haste action.
25 magical bludgeoning.
And take that in my blood armor very quickly. Since I remembered that I have to deal damage with my weapon, do that.
Yep. You really do.
Let's see.
Don't forget your inspirations, everybody.
I do. Okay, let me see here. Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
I assume that was your hasted action?
Yeah, no, that was my bonus. You said I could attack with my bonus. As with my weapons.
One more time?
You said I couldn't attack with my bonus action with my weapon.
Only the two-handed ones, because two-weapon fighting.
Only the two. Okay.
Because you know the rules for two-weapon fighting. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is educational. Any character in D&D can wield two light weapons in their hands, and on their turn, attack with both of them. Granted, they need to take the attack action, and then use their bonus action to attack with the second weapon. The second weapon does not add ability score modifiers, it just rolls weapon damage. Unless you have the two-weapon fighting feature or something else that would add the additional damage. Like a +1 magic bonus or etc, etc. So, your clone can attack, and then bonus action use their offhand to attack. And it would be the full attack action.
Yeah.
So, I believe you get 2 attacks, meaning your clone would also get 2 attacks, and then they would get bonus action offhand attack.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If that's the case, where's the closest to? Okay. Sure, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Blood Boon at 2nd level. Let me take my 2d6 damage.
Would you mind reading Blood Boon to us?
Sure. So, Blood Boon, since I am in sewing stance right now, I grant a boon to an ally for 1 minute. I take 1d6 damage for the level of the spell slot used to cast the spell, and my ally gains +10 to movement speed and resistance to the next source of damage dealt to it. So you get resistance to your next damage source. Atlantis.
Ooh.
Ooh. The resistance to my next damage source?
Yep. Doesn't matter what. Next damage source. There you go. There's my bonus action. I guess it's my clone's turn now.
Did you take your hasted action?
I did.
And your regular action was?
Attack. There was hit, and then hasted action hit again, and then bonus action cast.
You have 2 attacks with your weapon, though.
You just told me I didn't.
No.
I think she means 2 attacks with when you use the attack action.
Yeah. When you use the attack
Oh,
action, you
okay.
have 2 attacks. Yeah.
Okay, well then that just gets rid of my entire fucking turn.
No, you just make some extra attacks. It's fine.
Yeah. No, because then... Alright, listen, the whole thing is... Because if I cast Blood Boon, I get rid of my concentration on the haste.
Oh.
Which would mean I only hit twice instead of 4 times.
And you have fatigue as well.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't get rid of haste. Especially since it's gonna make you exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll just
keep your haste and attack more. Sorry, you don't get any extra movement or resistance, Atlantis. We're gonna retcon that a little bit.
Sad.
Sad.
I tried. Okay.
It's a
That's all
good.
that matters.
It was a good idea. I just think now is not the time.
Yeah. I mean, I could use my hasted action. Can I use my hasted actions to cast spells?
You can't. You can use your hasted actions to attack, manipulate objects, dash, disengage, anything like that, but you cannot use it to cast a spell, including cantrips. So the
okay.
best thing that I think to do is to use your action to either attack or cast a spell, and then your hasted action to attack or move, if you'd like to dash or something like that, or disengage even.
Can we say that my attacks were hasted?
Okay, sounds
Action.
good. You still need to make one more though, because it's 2 normal attacks, and then, or no, you're good, because you're using the warhammer, not the light. We're good on attacks there. So your action was attacking, bonus action, and then your regular
Right.
action you still have.
Regular action. Let's see. Should I do this? Sure. You know what? I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Hemisphere at 5th level as my normal action.
Very nice, and it's not
Wait,
concentration.
Nope. God. Never mind. Retcon that.
It's
All of
concentration,
it is.
huh?
All of this is concentration.
Yep.
Everything is concentration.
Yep.
Jesus. Okay. Everything is concentration.
Cantrips.
Except maybe this. It's here. Nah, I'm just gonna attack again. I want to build up my armor.
That is smart.
Twice. Oh, that's a crit.
Nice. I would roll that one. Roll that damage. See what you get.
So, times 2. That'd be 36 magical bludgeoning.
And you smash through the last of them. Your swarm is completely killed.
Okay. I'm gonna swing on my clones. 23 to hit.
Will hit.
That's another 12 magical bludgeoning. And I will take 48 to my blood armor.
And you are a sorcerer, so you could bonus action quicken a cantrip.
I could actually do this. Give me 1 second, as I'm still adding my blood armor. There we go. Let's see, cantrips. There they are. Sure. I'm going to spend sorcery points and I'm going to quicken chill touch. A 26 to hit
On.
on the blood leech.
Okay. 26 will hit.
Okay. Take 15 necrotic and you cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Copy 15. And it's necrotic?
Yes. Now it is my fault, I believe. Ooh. 14 to hit?
A 14 to on the swarm
Yes.
will hit.
Okay. We just... Does my clone also get the 2 attacks on the attack action?
Yep. And then
Okay.
because they're dual wielding, they get the bonus action attack if they want it.
Okay. So, all 3 of those are gonna hit. 2.
So then the last one is just 2 damage. If that's the bonus action attack. Very nice.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's just 2 damage. Then it's 25 magical piercing in total.
Right.
I'll also take
Very
that
nice.
into my blood. Mm-hmm. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. End of your turn. Legendary action. The bat, this demonic vampire bat before you, opens up its maw and begins to unload a unearthly and terrible screech. Everyone within a 120-foot radius, please make a Constitution saving.
Sorry, concentration?
Constitution.
Constitution save.
Is this a spell?
It is not.
Okay.
What is the DC?
Cannot tell you until after you've decided to roll your bardic inspirations or added any other additional features or traits that you may have that you get to choose from.
Charmcaster will use her bardic inspiration.
See, hey Gloom, the bardics are now a D20 or a D10?
D10.
Imagine D20 bardic inspirations. Holy shit.
I'm using my regular inspiration to reroll.
Okay.
And if your bardic inspiration fails, remember you get to re-roll it. So.
Alright, so I rolled a bardic inspiration for a 3 for a 19. If that fails, I'll re-roll it as per Gloomburger's instructions.
Thank
Charm
you.
has a 21.
I have rolled a total of 20.
20, 21, 26.
Okay. Dream is a 23. Crescent is a 25.
Very nice. Stark?
Starke is a 23.
Okay. Everyone, is that everyone? I believe so. The DC was 22. If you
Alright, so I'm going to re-roll that inspiration.
Yeah, likewise.
Luckily, I didn't roll my inspiration.
I almost got it.
But that's worse.
So you get to keep it now.
Fail's a fail.
Yeah, Charmcaster fails.
I'll reroll it.
So now you get to keep that inspiration and use it again, correct?
Yes.
Very nice.
I rerolled and I meet beat.
Very nice. If you failed, you take 35 necrotic damage. You drop everything you are holding, and you are stunned for 1 minute.
30 damage. Stunned.
Charmcaster's gonna fall 60 feet.
I feel like we didn't want to fail that.
No, you didn't. Can you roll 66 for me? Since Charmcaster falls?
Hold on. I might be able to do something here.
Aren't you stunned?
Me? No. Charmcaster? Possibly.
Let's hope you have Featherfall.
Oh.
Hey, Son.
I'm Son.
So I've, dropped, effectively, removed a bunch of equipment that I had because I dropped everything.
It's just what you had in
What?
your hands. Everything you were holding.
Okay. So I get to keep my clothes. Because that's a lot of AC.
Yes, Chris.
I wanted to make sure. I
They're
didn't
all
want
naked.
you to, call me out and be like, you cheater.
No, you just, so you drop everything you're holding and you're stunned for a minute, is what I said. So if you had
I
any...
didn't want to be in prison.
If you had any weapons in your hand, any staves, etc., etc.
35. Yeah, she fails. 8. 58. 66.
If you succeeded, you take half that amount of damage and you are not stunned and you drop nothing that you are holding. As the Dark Prince Morn cries havoc.
What was-
Wait, what?
Charmcaster's dead. In death saving throws.
Like dead?
She's in death saving throws.
Oh, okay.
You rolled 66 for the fall
Yeah,
damage and it took her out?
18 damage.
Nice.
What was the damage or half damage?
35 would be 17 we take.
17. Hard.
And be
Take
17.
ooh. Potion. So half damage is 9. And Crescent takes 17.
Remember, Ben, round down. Not up.
Round down, so 8.
Always round down. No
Always
matter
round
for
down.
enemies or players.
Always round down in D&D.
I thought it was always 17. Okay.
I should have mentioned Bardo there. Does she even have that?
Was that everyone resolved?
No. Yeah, I think so.
And as the screech fades, the swarm of these giant vampire bats begins to coalesce into a singular form. And the Dark Prince himself appears.
I think I know the answer, but is that shape-shifting a spell?
It is not.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now he's all up in your grill. He's got movement speed now. And he can occupy this space without provoking attacks of opportunity. And he can
If you move 5 feet within my reach, you provoke an opportunity attack.
He didn't move, he transformed.
No, he did. He did move after he
Oh,
transformed.
that's moved,
Yep.
yeah.
You're very welcome to
So-
take it.
That is a 37 to hit.
Yeah, you're gonna just piss him off. But I love this. You are doing what you're supposed to do.
And his movement goes to 0.
Yep.
So
You guys are laughing now.
yeah, this won't last. 15 piercing, 8 radiant.
15 and 16. And he turns towards you.
And this one's marked too.
They're all the same. So if he was
Okay.
marked before, he's still marked. So I'll just put the little there. Thank you. He turns towards you. And from a cut that he incisors on his wrist, pulls forth a great sword and slashes at you.
Is summoning the greatsword.
It is
Oh,
not.
no. I already took a reaction this turn. So, doesn't matter if it's a spell. I don't get another opportunity attack.
Uh, 22. And a 21.
Not gonna do it.
Okay. That was his action. Oh, what am I doing? I get one more. Come on, dice. Terrible. A 15. All gonna miss. Can't lay purchase into you. And it's gonna go to the ambassador's turn. As you watch as the great dark prince forms from this swarm of even larger vampire bats and descends upon Starke, only to be stopped in their path by Dream. The two are currently locked into battle.
All right. Just going off of with past perception here, which I think I can do despite being stunned. You've used phrases like demonic prince. Have I gone to any mixers with this guy? Do I know him?
You don't deal with a lot of demons, I don't think.
I
Right?
didn't think so, but I just wanted to make sure.
No, you're not sure, but you would know some history about vampires. Is that some vampires think that their original bloodlines are that descendant of demons, and this creature is very demonic in appearance and in energy. You know what demons are like. You've been around them. You've felt their presence, and you would say his presence evokes the same feeling.
Gotcha. He's bringing shithead energy to the table. Do I get another con save against that?
You get a con save at the end of every turn.
Okay. I don't think I can do anything else because I'm stunned, right?
That's correct.
Although I guess I can still keep stacking Gloom's inspiration, but I got a 9. Assuming that the save is still north of 20, I can't.
It is the same save.
Yep. That's turn.
Ambassador. Oh, I forgot to do my my swarm here. I'll do that really quick. Attack on Crescent, attack on Dream, on the clone.
Crescent gets retargeted to me.
Okay, so 2 attacks on you. Attack on Gloom and Ambassador. So I will roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks.
Hey, Son.
I'm stunned.
You also have advantage because I'm stunned.
Actually, I made a mistake. Charmcaster has plus 40 from aid.
Ah, so Charmcaster is not 0.
Just on the ground stunned.
Are you locked into her sheet, or do you need me to do that?
I'm locked out of her sheet. I'm just doing it on paper right now.
Right. And I do have advantage on some of y'all. So we'll start with you, my good friend, Ambassador. $29 piercing damage.
Now, what was the...
Or 29 to hit, excuse me. Sorry.
Wait. Yep, that'll... Well, I can't take a reaction, so that'll hit.
And 11 piercing damage.
11 piercing. Bird.
The clone... Does the clone have any hit points missing?
The clone does not have any hit points missing.
Right. And is not stunned, correct?
It is not stunned.
$23 to hit.
On the clone,
Mm-hmm.
hits.
For 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
Gloombringer is not stunned, correct?
No,
Gloombringer's missing hit points.
a couple.
So I roll with advantage. $28 to hit.
That'll hit.
$14 piercing damage. Atlantis with hit points missing, advantage. You're not also stunned, are you?
I am not.
The one against Atlantis has disadvantage on everyone except me.
Oh, sad. So I roll flat instead. I only got a 14, that's gonna miss. And then last one is 2 on Dream. Dream, any hit points missing?
Nope.
Crescent?
Crescent is, but
They're both
targets-
gonna target you, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, there's my crit, baby. Meaning the next one will have advantage on you.
Maybe.
Don't say things like that to me.
I still have 10 hit points.
11 plus 11 plus 12
So
piercing damage.
22,
Magic piercing damage. Yes, please.
23, and it's magic, you said?
It's 11 plus 12. Yeah, so 23 magical piercing.
Okay, take half. So, 11. That does get through my temp hit points.
Yes! Now I get to roll with advantage because of bloody murder. And you notice that these vampire bats seem to get even more frenzied once they've tasted blood. They have advantage on all melee attacks against a creature that does not have all of its hit points. That was a 20 to hit, which is going to miss you, Dream.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that is all of my swarms. Yep, it is. And that will go to Atlantis' turn.
I'm not impressed yet, Matta. And as bonus action, Draconic Transformation. As my watery form takes on a much more draconic, Leviathan-like form.
Oh shit.
And I immediately I get my blind sight plus a flying speed of 60, and I can immediately make a breath weapon attack.
How big are you now?
It does not change my size.
Interesting. Very cool.
And let's see, 60-foot cone. Each, I'll be doing it directly ahead of me. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw.
So 60-foot cone.
I got a little thingy here for it. Make my save. You said dexterity saving throw.
Is this what we're doing? Are we doing breath weapon attacks right now? Should we all just like?
Wow! I crit
Or about
failed.
Oof. Oof.
I crit failed on the dex save. And the bats that you might get, if you do, have a 17.
17 will fail.
Torch up.
So anything hit will take 20 force damage.
Let me just grab the cone here. Slow computer is slow. Wow. You know what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 50, 55, 60. It's a lot of them. Are the pinks... Did someone color the ones in pink for a reason?
Yeah, I was preempting my breath attack.
Okay. Those are gonna be hit by this.
Okay. Well, I will unpreempt.
No,
and we
please,
can-
keep them. Because they help me. Go ahead and roll your damages, sir.
It was 20 force damage.
20 force?
Yep.
Oh, wait. That's a spell. I have magic resistance. Let me roll one more time. It's still shite. So I still take the 20. Any other effects from failing? Or just the damage?
Just the damage. That was my bonus action. As my action, I will upcast Summon Draconic Spirit at 8th level.
Make sure those two spells aren't both concentration.
Oh. Wait. Shit. Good call, son. In that case, instead of summoning, we are instead going to...
I only say that because whenever someone casts two powerful spells in the same turn, which is the other thing, spell. You
Yeah,
can do
that's
a
a good call. I forgot about concentration.
concentration, and also you could only cast one spell using a spell slot per turn unless it's used as a reaction, like a reactionary
Okay.
spell.
Okay.
So you can do a cantrip, but you can't spend another spell slot.
In that case, we are going to... I already used my bonus action. So instead, we are going to... It's a minute, or else I would. How's Charmcaster looking?
Rough.
Very.
She is bloodied. She hit the ground hard.
Then we are going to... Where are my healing spells? That's bonus action.
She's stunned, right? For how long?
A minute, unless she makes her save.
Oh no, I took Healing Spirit, but I forgot to take Cure Wounds. But I can't do Healing Spirit because I used my bonus action. In that case, we are going to do this other thing I wanted to do.
You can't cast another spell though, Joe.
Why? Wait,
You could only cast...
even as...
even as a bonus action, unless it's a cantrip.
Wait a minute. Alright. In that case... Okay, in that case we're going to cantrip Shocking Grasp on the swarm. Them off of me. Roll hits 28.
Will hit. And now they cannot take reactions once they take this damage.
16. That's 10 lightning damage.
Copy 10. Alright, that was your action. Your bonus action, you want to use your movement?
Not yet. I will steadfast.
Okay. And the swarm is still swirling around you. You raise your hands and lightning produces from them, shooting through them. They're pretty bloodied. For that being the end of your turn,
Yes.
I've got no more legendaries, so it's going to be Gloom.
I'd like to take a legendary.
Well, screw you.
If Big Boss Guy can make a Dex 16 save, please.
Probably.
I'm sorry, Dex 19 save.
Yeah, probably. Is this a spell?
It is Fairy Fire. It is spell casting.
I'll roll with advantage. And I will pass with a 27.
That does it.
Ote, Glumbringer!
Okay. I am going to just come right out of the gate with a force cage.
Just gonna try to put me in a box?
Yep.
What kind of force cage is this?
It's a force cage.
You get options with force cage, though.
Let's see here. Yeah, a prison in the shape of a box, 10 feet on each side. I guess that is the question. Do I want it to be open or not? They still have to make the charisma save. I'm gonna have it be a solid box.
Okay.
And I will use my astral harpsichord. Yes. Destructive wave. And can everybody but my allies please make a Constitution saving throw?
And the vampire prince.
Yeah, he would not either.
Constitution save. Oh! What's a 4 get me?
Oh, that's a fail. Five d6. Nice. Please take 22 thunder damage and be knocked prone. Everybody around me in 30 feet. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 out to here.
Okay, you want to start putting the damages on them?
Yes, I will.
Unless you have something else for your turn?
And 2, I do. I have plenty of other stuff, yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm fucking Gloombringer. What the fuck?
Phrasing?
We
I
don't
guess
do.
we're still doing it then.
We don't do that here.
I
This-
guess
Not
we're
doing
still
phrasing
doing it.
anymore.
This phrasing thing you keep talking
Do we
about.
not? Do we not do it?
No, we don't do that here. There's no phrasing.
No
The
phrasing?
rest
Right.
of my turn here. I will reach out my hand to Starke, as I would normally do in combat. Do you accept my hand?
In marriage? Oh, God.
No,
Moving a
no.
little too quick.
Plus 2 AC.
This isn't the problem. This isn't that.
I mean, come on, you had to take me out for dinner at least, Jesus.
I'll switch spots with you and give you a 6 AC until the end of my next turn.
Yeah, I'll take it. Alright.
You're in bats now, sorry. Let's see, and I have a bonus action yet. Who has used their inspirations?
Me.
You have? I will give you another one then.
Does that movement make you immune to opportunity attacks, Gloombringer?
It does not provoke.
Okay.
In voice line, let's take care of these swarms before dealing with him. 58. 2. 48. That's my turn.
Okay. Lovely. Dream.
Are any of these swarms dead?
52, 58. 42 is alive. So 52 and 58 are dead.
48?
48?
Nope, 48 is alive.
Okay.
52 was right on the nose.
Okay.
I made the ads beefy because you guys get through them.
We do. Oh, these guys are all knocked prone, so if they're flying, do they fall?
They were occupying your space, so.
Or
Not
what about
enough.
everybody else around me? Out here.
Yeah, give him an extra 10 damage.
Wow.
I am gonna do away with the swarm on me. 32 to hit is 18 piercing and 9 radiant.
We'll definitely do it.
Okay. And then I will attack the swarm on Charmcaster for a 31 to hit and 16 piercing, 10 radiant.
That'll do it.
And then I am gonna fly right there, and not that I think it will survive, but I can charge. So with charge, in the space, we're within 5 of each other. We can both immediately take an attack action. So I get another 4 attacks. I'm going to take out the 32 swarm. The 32.
They should be prone. Do you get advantage on that?
Yeah, I should have it. Oh, I guess I can crit fish. Nope. 18 plus 6 is 24. So it goes up to 56.
Yep.
That's bad.
Then number 32 is a 37.
Is now 37? Or takes?
37 to hit.
Oh.
18 plus 9 is 27.
That, yeah, also kill it. Chomp, chomp. Goes the dragon.
12 on the one on the clone.
To hit?
Nope. That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
So, that is 18 plus 16. It's dead.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. Goes the
I did a
dragon.
lot of damage.
You do a lot of damage. The only time you don't do a lot of damage is when I manage to separate you and Crescent.
Yeah, then we're pretty worthless. We're both pretty worthless. I think I am out of enemies before I'm out of attacks.
You're not out of movement though.
I guess we'll go up here and take those last two. 29 for 14 plus 11 is 25. And that last one, the 32 for 28. So those two are dead. I'm going to move back here. Crescent will hold their attack. Hold their action to attack the dragon if it somehow becomes a threat, or
Okay.
the duder, it becomes a threat.
Vampire.
Oh, T-Doti.
If just by somehow that force cage doesn't work.
Yeah, fuck your force cage.
I'm so not confident in it, even with the full barricade.
I'm surprised he didn't blow a legendary resistance on it.
There's no save for force cage.
There's no save. Yeah, the save's when you try to escape.
Isn't it a dex save?
Nope.
It's a charisma save to leave.
Okay.
Yep, it's just an automatic hit, and then if you want to get out, you need a very specific means to do so. Okay. Last thing of the round is swarms. Only one occupied by swarms is Ambassador, and now Starke, who are both missing hit points. So I have advantage on these attacks.
You'll roll flat. You will roll flat because you have disadvantage because of foresight.
Okay.
And you have +6 AC. Sorry.
Yep.
A 22 to hit Ambassador.
Miss.
As the magic of your robes is potent enough to ward against the bites of these creatures. And the flourishing movements that Gloom spun you through are enough to allow you to dodge every single one of these bites as well. Within the force cage, the horrible wailing and rumbling continues. The creature seems trapped for now. But along the horizon, you see that more of these vampire bats continue to join in the assault. The blood-red moon looms overhead. As the battle ensues, we can only hope that our adventurers will make it out victorious. But that is for us to find out next week. Right now, guys, it's almost 11.
Let's go.
We're going to call it here. When we come back, it'll be the top of the round. I hope you guys had a good time. You know I always do. Thanks to our viewers. We love you. I'm here for you. I live for you. Round of applause to our players. You guys are great.
I know
Most of
I
the time. With that being said, guys, let's do our normal closing time things. Starting with nominations.
I nominate as Ambassador, the artist formerly known as Assistant. I think that was a brilliant contract. Runner-up would be Atlantis for character growth.
Oh,
Honestly,
Honestly,
Atlantis
I'm-
also has my vote, even though I'm not voting, but yes.
He's an idiot, but he learns.
I have confidence in my subjects.
Can't wait to shatter that confidence. Atlantis, who's your vote?
I'm also voting for Ambassador for the same reasons.
Okay, Ambassador, your vote?
I'm gonna go for Atlantis. It was just a fun scene to do.
It was.
Gloombringer?
I want to vote for Dream for a very effective battlefield control, which has set us up for success here.
We shall see. Stark.
Oh God, what do I do? Oh,
You can break the tie, or you can make the tie worse.
I am struck in twain between the man that berated me and the man that knighted me.
I actually don't think there's a tie right now. It's 2 Ambassador, 1 Atlantis, 1 Dream.
No, Ben and Chris voted for you, so you got 2.
No, I
Ben-
voted for
Oh, you
Ambassador.
voted the the runner-up. That's right.
Runner-up.
It was an honorable mention.
Yes.
We love that.
So it's either I make it a tie or I am a masochist.
The choice is yours.
You-
Hmm. Damn, what a difficult decision, Ambassador.
All right, Ambassador. Take your well-deserved point of inspiration.
I promise to use this for evil, specifically trying to lay traps for Stark to fuck up.
There should have been a clause in that
There should've.
fucking.
Pretty cut and dry.
There should have been some sort of non-tampering clause, but
Listen, it's okay. If Atlantis dies, I have a chance of,
ruling the 7 seas of Theros.
yes. I have a chance of ruling.
I mean, you can't. You don't breathe. You don't need to breathe. So I guess. Anyway,
Like,
Wait.
I can finally start the race of vampire fish.
Stop.
I mean,
Again, there's a slight hitch in that, but we'll get to it.
We'll get to that later.
Oh my god, wait. Carlos,
Yo,
did you set this up? Like, did you go into it planning on fucking up so then that you could take over Atlantis' kingdom?
hell yeah. Yes.
He is
That was my
diabolical.
entire fucking
I
plan
blame
since the
San.
beginning.
You blame San?
Yes, I blame San 100% all the
What?
way. All the
How do
way.
I get blamed in this? What the hell?
You allowed people to have the tools of destruction.
Listen, there's a reason why everyone in fucking Darkhold hates Starke.
Literally
He is
everyone
fucked up
fucking
over.
hates him.
You took
Yeah.
a nuclear bomb and you gave the codes to a toddler, and then you're like, "What? What do you mean?
Shut up.
Press the button."
Cannot just give me a big red button, son, and not expect me to press it.
Maybe
Oh
I didn't
my-
expect you to be a fucking toddler.
Toddler or not, I feel like Carlos just won D&D.
I didn't.
He truly did not preemptively think of any of this. He is the most fly by the seat of your fucking pants person I've ever met. Anyway,
How dare you?
True, that if this was Ben, I would definitely say that he did this on
right.
purpose.
Right. If it was Ben, that's a different story. Otherwise,
Listen.
I'm not
You were
listening to you
saying-
anymore. Shut your fucking mouth.
No, listen.
Let's name tonight's episode.
Ooh,
I hate to be the scheming Machiavellian here, but that contract's probably null and void.
boy, why?
What do you think Atlantis used as collateral to join the circus?
Yeah.
It's true.
That's what I said, Barry.
That's what he was mentioning before.
Ooh.
Yeah. He already owes his soul to someone.
Get played.
Huh.
I think the episode's name should be "Making Matta's Worst."
Stop! That's so good. That's
We got
actually
it on
so
the first
good.
time.
That's it. That's it. Take a point of inspiration for that. That was too good.
Good shit, man.
That was too good. Making Matta's worse.
We have a cute little like Matta cameo of Dual Alias sessions. Hopefully, we can put this to rest.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
All right, y'all. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and dealing with our madness and watching as this campaign devolves into further debauchery. We really hope to see you next week, where things will surely only get worse.
Absolutely, without a fucking doubt.
But until then, good night, everyone, and we hope to see you again in the real world. Bye, good night. Say good night, stream.
Good night, stream.
Good night, stream.
Good night, stream.